So being able to still dominate the way I did, and with the situation I had, like I literally got cleared on Monday before I flew out on Tuesday to be able to fight. I was supposed to go Thursday actually to get cleared to start back training for a fight in October. And then I went to the doctors like, hey, they called me. They was like, well, yeah, it's cleared. It's good.
That's crazy. Well, you'll be happy to know that Dana said you should fight at light heavyweight.
Yes.
So
Where were you when you got the phone call that you were going to be on this show?
One of my sponsors, Family First Security, I work with them while I'm not training. So I literally just started back working with them because I couldn't do nothing with my hands. So I was up on a ladder putting in security cameras, and I'm like, I was like, Jucal called me. And I'm like, I'm so naive. I'm like, oh, Jucal's calling me to check on me because he just got back from overseas. So I'm like, oh, hey, coach, how you doing? How was the trip? How was this? How was that? He's like, it was good. It was good. The UFC called for you to fight. I'm like, wait, what? But I was not even thinking about it. So he called me. I had to get down off the ladder because I probably would have failed, and I really wouldn't have been able to fight. But I got down off the ladder, talked to him for a little bit. Then my management called me. Sucker Punch, they called me, and then they finally told me all the details and different things. But I don't even think Jucal had the name. He was just like, UFC called. I think it's a heavyweight fight. You want to go? And I was like, yeah, let's go.
What were the emotions like?
They were excited, but I was like, we're at a church doing security for a church, so you can't really express yourself how you want to. I think, say hallelujah and different things, but yeah, I had to get back to work. We had a lot of cameras to put in, so when I got home, but then the process starts. Like, this is a well-oiled machine, so as soon as I got home, it was like, you gotta get this done, you got this date, you got this date. So I was just like, okay, let's focus. Couldn't really super celebrate because once you got home, then the paperwork started flooding in. You're like, oh, then you know, like for me, I know I haven't done anything. I tried to do something, I got in trouble from the doctors. I tried to start back working out, and they saw me, and they was like, no. So then I had to stop. So I was like, eh.
Okay, so knowing you don't want to do it again, but what if the UFC comes and says, hey, we got a pay-per-view in Rio, the two of you on there, would you turn it down, or would you say, we'll do it one more time?
Bem, com isso que você falou, com essa informação, sabendo que você não quer lutar, idealmente, no mesmo card que ele, de repente o UFC chega para você e fala assim, Rio de Janeiro, dia 21 de janeiro, estamos no Rio de Janeiro, vamos lutar junto, e agora? Quer o protocolo?
Vamos nessa, a gente está pronto. E mais uma observação, eu vou lutar primeiro.
Let's go, let's do this, but just one observation, I'm fighting first.
I guess last question I'll ask for you, which one becomes the UFC champion first? Dana White said he thinks both of you had the potential to be a contender at some point in your career. Which one becomes a champ first?
Última pergunta minha é, qual dos dois vai ser campeão primeiro? Porque o Dana White falou lá que os dois têm chance de ser campeão e lutar por um título. Então quem vai pegar o cinturão primeiro dos dois?
Eu.
Me.
Ganhei.
Well, that was self-explanatory, wasn't it?
You had some countrymen early on that put in some good results. I just wondered if seeing some fellow Brazilians get some success, if it kind of gave you a good feeling as you were in the locker room getting ready.
Vários compatriotas com sucesso hoje antes de você. Você sabia das lutas? Você chegou a ver isso sabendo que eles ganharam? Se você soube, isso trouxe para você um ânimo maior ainda? Os brasileiros ganharam. Vou nessa também?
Com certeza que a energia do brasileiro é contagiante. E a gente vendo, nosso povo aí, todo mundo unido, conquistando o seu espaço no UFC, né? É muito gratificante fazer parte dessa história junto com eles, né? Então, só de estar no UFC já é uma vitória muito grande. Com companheiros que a gente tanto gosta, né? Que a gente acompanha e vê o resultado, é mais gratificante ainda.
Yeah, very gratifying. I mean, just the energy, the Brazilian energy, the energy of the Brazilian people is contagious. And for us to be in the UFC already is something important. But to see them conquering and just getting into this space in the UFC and just making getting some ground and gaining some ground and being here, it's so gratifying. It's just even more special to actually have that happen all together. And all these brothers in arms that we have from our country.